Well, hello, Brenda. I feel like my camera's crooked. I swear I had it straight before. Hi, Charlene. Okay. Hopefully it's okay. I know it's crooked. It's driving me cuckoo. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Melissa. I don't know why it's crooked. It's so weird. Does that make it worse? Sorry, you guys. Well, hello, Barbara. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Jamie. Hi, Lucinda. Hi, Brenda. Hopefully I caught everybody. I was trying to move my camera. I don't know why it looks funny like that. I can't figure that out. I thought I had it straight before I started, but it just... So for those of you that are like me and that drives you nuts, I'm sorry. I'll just turn this a little bit, maybe. I don't know why it looks like that. Hopefully it doesn't drive anybody else okay. It's okay? Okay. If you say so. All right. Let me look and see. Hey, Renee. I think I said hi to everybody. Yell at me if I didn't say hi to you. I think I saw everybody's name go by. Hi, Susan. Is it, Cindy? Well, thank you so much for joining us. I hope you have fun. This is my Paper Crafting 101 class that I do once a month. And I have other classes that I do on the other Fridays. And then I have like actual other card classes and things on Saturdays. So I'm always on at 2 p.m. Central Time on Friday and Saturday. So today we're going to be working on color theory and color combos and things like that. All is well here, Barbara. How is it there? Oh, Brenda, I'm so sorry. I try to put CT on all my stuff so people know that it's Central Time. This is going to be your last time to join us on Friday for a couple months. You got the Yay, Renee! I'm so excited. I'm so excited. That's great. I'm happy for you. Praise God. I'm so happy for you. Yeah, I'm going to talk a little bit more about days and times, Cindy, in just a moment, in just a little bit. So I might do it first, actually. We'll see here. Let me grab my stuff I set aside, if I can, and we'll talk about it. So this is a Paper Crafting 101 class. And let me tell you a little bit about what I'm doing. Oh, Susan, thank you for sharing. If you guys can share my video, I really appreciate it. Share it on your own timeline or any other groups that you're in. I would really, really appreciate it. It helps me out a lot. And like the video, love the video, whatever. Thank you so much. I'm so excited for you, Renee. I really am. Cool but nice. Yeah, it's been a little cool here for the last several days. A little rainy, but I don't think it is today. You're time challenged. You are more than welcome, Renee. More than welcome. Okay, so let me show you a little bit here. So for those of you that are new in particular, my name is Jeri Mobley. this is my number. You're welcome to text me if you need to get a hold of me, or you can reach me on my website. And my email is also shamelessstamper at outlook.com if you just want to email me for some reason. So, but what I'm doing now, I've changed some of the way I do stuff, and I've added some classes. And so what I'm doing now is on Fridays at 2 p.m. Central, the first week of the month, I'm doing Craft Organizing 101. Second week is Fun Fold Friday. We made a really cute card last week. Do I have that handy? I thought it was right here. Aha! I found it. We made a really, really cute card last Friday during Fun Fold Friday. Isn't this adorable? It's a bridge card. I love it. It's so cute. Okay, I think I got everything. Okay, and then the third week, this week, is Paper Crafting 101. Fourth week is Advanced Paper Crafting. So these are just a little more advanced things. You could consider color theory kind of advanced, but I'm not going to go into that much detail. We're gonna stick with the basics. And then on Saturdays at 2 p.m. Central also, the first week of the month is my monthly class. The second week of the month is Paper Pumpkin, and I do alternatives with that one, as well as the original cards, including an alternate layout most of the time. Third week is Monthly Club, and the fourth week is either a paper share, a kit class, or mystery stamping, or something else. That one's kind of a whatever catch-all thing. So for the oddball stuff. So that is my new schedule. So just know that if you are on Friday or Saturday at 2 p.m. Central, you will catch something. Now, obviously, the monthly class and the monthly club, there is a way for you to get my kits. If you're interested in that, please let me know. I'll talk about that later. So I hope that helps everybody out with scheduling. So today is Paper Crafting 101, and we're going to talk about color theory and color combos and how to make color combos and things like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. First of all, many of you are probably familiar with the color wheel. The color wheel is something that most of us learned in school. Whether or not we remember it is a whole nother thing, right? So this is the color wheel, and I'm going to talk a little bit about how the color wheel works. Okay, so first of all, we have, and I'll actually put this on top. So we have our color wheel, and first of all, we have our primary colors. So yellow, red, and blue. Hey, Chris. So those are our primary colors. Then we have our secondary colors, which are green, orange, and purple. So the secondary colors are made by mixing the primary colors. So green comes from yellow and blue, right? And orange comes from yellow and red. And purple comes from blue and red. So that's how you get those colors. I know some of you may know this already, but some people don't. So I just want to make sure I tell everybody. Okay, so the next thing is tertiary colors. Now, tertiary colors, or intermediate colors is what they call them, are very often really simply named. So we have right here, we would have green. So, and here is yellow. So this is yellow-green. Right here, we have, and they always do the primary color first when they name stuff like that. Right here, we have yellow and orange. So this is yellow-orange. So they're really simple like that. Now, some people call this cyan, which is between, this cyan, which is between blue and green. You know, some of them have, like, this one is very often called canary, but it is, technically speaking, yellow-green, yellow-red, yellow-orange, things like that, okay? Does this make sense so far to everybody? Just the primary, secondary, and tertiary colors. Is anybody confused by that at all? or the general color wheel. When we think of a rainbow, it is a little bit different from the color wheel, but it is the same also. So when you look at light, it is in a color spectrum that is in the same order as, exactly this way, same order as a rainbow, okay? But it's different, a little bit. I don't want to get too complicated with that. Okay, we also have, nobody's saying anything, I don't think, so I don't see any comments, so I'm assuming that you guys are good. So if you guys want to put thumbs up or say something, I don't know, just let me know if you have any questions, okay? Don't hesitate. Okay, so this is the other thing about the color wheel. We have two different areas of color. We have warm colors and we have cool colors. So you may have seen that before. That's actually can be used as a color scheme or color harmony, which we are going to talk about in just a second, right after this. But I did want to just show you, thank you for the thumbs up. I just wanted to show you that half of the wheel is what we consider cool colors and the other half is what we consider warm colors. So if you draw a line here between the yellow, along the yellow and the purple, keeping all your warm colors on this side and all your cool colors on this side, okay? Because yellow and red are warm colors, blue is cool, which makes green and purple cool, and orange warm. So I hope that makes sense to you. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about color schemes because they involve the color wheel. So one of the things that we have to consider is what is called, and I'm going to pull this away because this is a little different, but it's called monochromatic. Now, this picture, unfortunately, the way it prints out is kind of hard to see the differing colors here, but it does go from dark slowly to lightest on this end. It just doesn't, the printer has a hard time differentiating that many colors, I guess, or something. I don't really know. But anyway, the point is monochromatic is one color scheme. So you take blue and your design or whatever you're doing is all in different hues of that same color, different saturations of that color, depending on how you want to look at that, okay? Those words aren't technically important with what we're learning today, but just know that if you do one color, all reds, all pinks, all blues, that's considered monochromatic, okay? I'm going to bring this color wheel back in. We also have another color harmony or color scheme is analogous. And analogous is colors that are next to each other on the wheel. So I could take red, red, orange, and I could make a card or a layout, and that would be considered an analogous piece of art. Or, you know, whatever art you're doing, that's an analogous. So it's things that are right next to each other, consecutive in the color wheel, okay? Next, I know this is a lot of information, but hopefully everybody's following. Next, we have complementary colors. This is something that a lot of people get confused about. They're like, well, how do I know what's a complementary color? Well, if you look at the color wheel and you take a color like purple and you look straight across the wheel, and it's always a primary and secondary together. It's never two primaries together, okay? I mean, you have tertiary colors too, but if you're looking at just primary and secondary, you're never going to have red and blue. Those are both primary colors, so they can't be complementary colors. So we have a primary color of yellow, and then the secondary color that's made by the other two primaries, you might notice, is purple, okay? So blue and red make purple, and then we have the yellow. I hope that makes sense. Yes, Wendy has great color splashes. I'm not doing that particular scheme because she's doing it right now, and I don't want to step on that. But I do want you guys to understand how to do colors. This was requested by a lot of my gals. They wanted to understand a little bit more about color theory and how to make combos and things like that when we're making things. So complementary colors go very well together, okay? We also have what's called Triad of Color. Now, a Triad of Color, and in this case, you're looking at the secondary colors, is anything that is a perfect triangle in the color wheel. So a triad of color could be, excuse me, yellow, blue, and red, or it could be green, orange, and purple. Or it could be yellow, green, and what is this? Blue, violet, which this is called violet. Blue, violet, and red, violet. So those, or I'm sorry, not red, violet, red, orange. Those three colors are directly across. Okay, so this is another way to make a color combo because they complement each other. Okay, so you have the what's actually called complementary colors, which are across, but this is another way to do a color scheme, and it is a triad. Okay, I actually love this triad. These are my two favorite colors, so that helps. All right. The other way to look at color schemes is to look at nature, and we are going to talk about that again in a minute, because color schemes in nature are pleasing to the eye, and so if you look at that can be very helpful to figuring out a good combo. Okay, now we're going to talk a minute about additive and subtractive. This is about color mixing. Color mixing, okay, can be done in two ways. It can be done with light, or it can be done with pigment, or in our case, ink or dye or things like that. Okay, with light, excuse me, when you intersect two colors in light, you get a different color just like we do, but when you intersect the three main colors, you end up with white in the center. So that overlapping with all the colors combined is actually white. That's where we get bright white light. Okay, and that seems weird to us because we often think about mixing paints or things like that, and that is what we call subtractive color mixing. And subtractive color mixing, when you put two colors together, you often end up with a darker color, and I'm not talking about like adding white to something. I'm talking about actual colors in the color wheel. And eventually you end up with, if you add all of the colors together, you end up with brown or black. Okay, so they're very different, and so this confuses a lot of people. And so what I want you to do for your own your business, or if you're just somebody who likes to craft, you might want to kind of forget this part for the sake of your art brain. Your art brain needs to look at subtractive color mixing. So when you mix, for instance, excuse me, when you mix complementary colors, you will get brown. You can put them next to each other. They're very complementary next to each other. But if I was to mix these two colors of paint, I would end up with a brown muddy color. Okay? I hope that makes sense. So anytime you're mixing your inks, just think about that. Keep your cool colors next to your cool colors, or just try not to overlap complementary colors in particular, or you'll end up with brown, unless that's what you're going for, of course. Okay, so that's an important thing to think about when you're color mixing when it comes to things. So we're not talking about colors that go together, we're talking about actual mixing of inks. Okay, I hope that made sense. All right, so let's talk about combos, because that's what so many people want to know. They want to know, how do you come up with, I get that question all the time, how do you come up with color combos for your stuff? Well, there's lots of different ways. One way that I use very often is I look at our own DSP, which is Designer Series paper, for those of you that might not know. And that just means our Designer Series paper is our printed paper, like our the papers that have designs on them. They're not just plain cardstock. Okay, so I very often look at a paper pack, and I look at the colors that they used in that, and I design something around that. So, for instance, in our catalog, we also do the color scheme for this particular bundle, this paper, etc. My voice hates talking a lot. Sometimes it gets upset at me. So in this case, in this paper, which I've used here in these cards. We have, for our colors, we have Terracotta Tile, we have Old Olive, which is the green here, we have Bermuda Bay, we have Blackberry Bliss, which is this gorgeous dark purple, and then we have in there added on for the cone some Cinnamon Cider. So this also has Purple Posy in it, and Pool Party, and some other colors like that. But this is Daffodil Delight is another one. There's other colors in there, but if you look at a piece of designered paper, okay, and you look at the print, you can pull colors out that you like that go together. You don't even have to use that printed paper in your mix. Just look at different papers or whatever, and you can pull color combos together, okay? So our catalog is a good source, especially if you have our colors to look at, then that's a really good source. Excuse me. Another good source is color palettes. Now, I actually pulled these color palettes from a website that I recommend called colorpalettes.net. And this is what they have. And they're numbered. I mean, look at this. They have a ton of color palettes. These are numbered in the 4000s. So they have different kinds of color palettes. So here's one that is monochromatic. You can see these are all different shades of the same color. Okay. Here's one that's analogous. You have colors that are beside each other in the color wheel. I don't know why I'm coughing so much. I'm sorry. So I'm trying to get this paper here. So this is analogous colors, things that are close to each other in the color wheel. Okay, they're right next to each other. I'm so sorry. You can also pull colors from nature. Nature is a great place to look for colors. And you've got a lot of neutrals in this as well. Neutrals being grays and browns and black and white. Those colors we consider neutrals. So you can get combinations from looking at nature. Also, think about it. What are we looking at here? We're looking at pictures. So looking at pictures is another great way to pull colors together. If you see a photo like this that you love and you're like, wow, I really like that color combo, then pull out some colors that look similar to that in your cardstock and use that as your color combo. Hey, Sandra. So that is a great way to do it as well, including things like fabric, anything like that you see and you like the color palette. I have before been in a store and seen something that I like the color mix that they did, and I just take a picture of it so that I can come home and try to kind of make the same combo. So you can do that, or you can use things that are made already like these color palettes. But you know, honestly, when it really comes down to it, one of the greatest things to do is just experiment. So I have all my colors for Stampin' Up, and I will take them and, you know, put some together. Let's see. I don't know. And I look at them like that, and I go, which blue do I think looks best with this? I kind of like Coastal Cabana. Okay. So is that the end of my color scheme? Do I just want 3 colors, which a lot of them are 3 colors? Can everybody see their video? I'm sorry about the bumping. Mine has stopped. Oh, sorry. I think that just pulled that totally out of whack. I apologize, guys. Okay, I'm having trouble with my video. Give me 1 second. Oh boy. Facebook. I love you, Facebook. Okay. Now just waiting for comments to come back. So, anyway, so I also might take this combo and pull Flirty Flamingo out and say, oh, I think I might want to try Melon Mambo with that. But you can see how different that is from this. This is more soft, and this adds a more bright, like happy birthday kind of feel to it. Not that this couldn't be happy birthday. Do you see what I'm saying? So you love fabric next to paper. Yeah. You really like the lower left photo. Oh, the water and the bluff or whatever. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I missed a whole bunch of comments there because I was trying to, okay. So I recommend, if you have whatever colors you have, make swatches of them and then work on just playing with those swatches and see what colors you like together. If you don't want to use one of the millions of sources that are out there for coming up with a color combo. Now, when I look at a picture like this, let's say I want to copy the color palette here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, okay, what colors is that kind of a grapefruity color a little bit, maybe? What colors do I have that are going to, let me put these away, that are going to mix with that? So I might pull Mango Melody and Daffodil Delight and maybe even So Saffron. Oh, look at this, even Poppy Parade. So these are colors that might mix or be one of the colors in here, right? So I just play with that and I figure out which of these colors do I like together. Well, I kind of like these, right? And so my inspiration was this picture, but I can grab the colors of cardstock that I own to figure out what I want to make my project out of. I hope that makes sense. So, and you can do the same thing with fabric or a picture or whatever, whatever paper you have in front of you. Just look at it and figure out what colors are similar and put those together and see if you like those. And if you don't, like maybe you don't like Flirty Flamingo with this combo, you just like those. Or maybe you don't want the mango in there. I mean, you decide what's going to work for your project. But this is how I come up with different color schemes. I hope that helps. Okay, so that all said, I'm going to do a drawing for something for free. Before I do, let me tell you really quickly what's coming up. You've already seen my schedule and how that's working, so I hope you'll join me every Friday and Saturday at 2 p.m. For those different classes. Also right now, here's my host code in case anybody needs it. If you want to get a free set of opal rounds, just use this host code with your order of $60. I have space left for my April card club. The sign up is you have to be signed up by the 21st. So there's only a couple days left. If you're interested in doing that, please sign up with me. Just text me, sign up, say I want to do the April card club. We're going to be using the snail mail suite and it is adorable. You'll love it. There's also an optional layout if you're local to me. Sending 12 by 12 paper is not really affordable. So unless you want me to just send you everything else, but and I can work that out with you. But anyway, those are available to you. Also, I have coming up the May class and club. So once you join the club, you are in, and unless you need to skip a month or you need to cancel, you'll be doing the club every month. So if you're already a part of the club, then this is what's coming up for you. Class is something you sign up for every month. And I have information on the back as well that talks all about the differences. These are just the sneak peeks of the projects. So this is my sneak peek of the April card club. This is one of the cards we're making, and I'm going to show how to do this. It's super, super cute. Card club is $35. And you get a lot of stuff. So it's totally worth it. It's a really good deal. Okay, and then May class is the well-suited suite. And this is so stinking cute, you guys. Look at this card. Isn't that adorable? It's so, so cute. And I love this one. And you could just pop that in like that to put it in an envelope. And then this one, of course, opens like that. I couldn't get this one. There it is. This one is blank inside. So you can do what you want with it. But this one actually does say Father's Day. The other ones don't, but you could change whatever you wanted to with the sentiments. But I just thought those were super, super cute. I did a layout for that as well, because I do an add-on layout for my class as well. And I think it turned out super cute. So handsome. So that's an option. And that's for May. That you have to sign up for that by the 7th of April. Excuse me. And then May Card Club, of course, we're going to be doing the Sand and Sea suite. And so here's one of the 4 projects that we'll be doing for that as a little sneak peek. But they are beautiful. And of course, there is an add-on layout as well. So anyway, this is so beautiful with the pearlescent paper. Oh, I love how these cards turned out. So anyway, very, very beautiful. And then beyond that, anything else that you might want to know, if you are doing Paper Pumpkin, great. You're going to be getting a really cool box this month. If not, sign up by the 10th of April so that you can get the April box, because this is going to be the cutest summer box ever. I'm very excited about this box. Just give it a try. It's really fun, and it's a good deal. And for anybody who is a customer of mine or a demonstrator on my team, you can participate in my 2021 Spring Bingo and have the opportunity to win or earn your choice of one of these 4 gifts. So if you want to do that, please let me know, and I'll send you the bingo card for that, because it is made by me. So, okay, so I think that's it. And I hope you, like I said again, I hope you have the opportunity to join me on Fridays and Saturdays, or whatever, whichever ones you can make, and get some more information and get creative and be inspired. So let me do the drawing for, we're going to do a drawing for the Oh So Ombre paper. This is the designer series paper that was, or one of them, that was in Celebration. Sorry, I was looking at comments. So hopefully I answered your question, Brenda, or was it Brenda that asked? Yeah, Brenda. Just text me, Brenda, if you'd like some more information. I'm more than happy to help you out with that. I love all our papers. Okay, let me do a drawing. I think we had a couple people that jumped off, but hopefully they're still, whoever wins, they're still here. Okay, here we go. Oh my gosh. Brenda Barrett. Is it Barrett? Barrett? Or I'm not sure. I think it might be Barrett. Anyway, Brenda, you won the Oh So Ombre Designer Series paper. So give me a text regardless. Give me your info so I can send this to you. So anyway, and I'll put a little sticky on here so I don't forget that it's you. So congratulations. And I love you guys, and I hope you have, unless anybody has any questions. Anybody have any questions? I don't want to jump off if anybody has a question. You're so welcome. Slappy. Okay, I don't see any questions, so I think I'm going to let you guys go. I love you, and I will see you tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central for our club drawing and a little bit about that. It won't be too long, and then I'll be letting you go fairly quickly, but I hope you guys join me for that, and I love you. Have a great week. God bless.